Huh. Gotta double check some stuff. Oh yeah. It's not sending anything. That's what I was wondering. There's a network error. Is there literally a network error? 403 forbidden. So it's Twitch being mad that I use extensions to avoid their ads. Lol. I probably have to remove that, huh? No, not expect settings. Extensions. It's about Twitch something. Oh, here it is. TTTV ad block. Oh man, if HoloLive actually moves to like Twitch, I'll be very disappointed. But there's just no good ad block on that. Oh.
Teach the cards you nothing else. Steal to my soul. We'll teach them how to hold their liquor.
Where am I supposed to go?
You'll like what I have to say, you saved her.
This like navigation sometimes is just confusing the city. Oh, now I make a left instead of a right. Yeah, I did all the side quests. Yeah, I'm not doing those tutorials. Too much of a pain in the ass.
Always the ones you least expect.
Thanks. Sun King. I wonder if there's gonna be a Moon King. And then that'll be their sequel. Sun versus Moon.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it.
Machine.
It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility
Views on
lies with Meridian.
Hades' functionality.
Meridian
It's supposed to
isn't
be
the
an AI,
target of all.
right?
You have to defend the
But
Spire.
like, how does
Perhaps
it
the Vanguard.
work?
Yes. Send them to the Spire.
If you like destroy
knows Aloy,
humanity
won't question
and succeed this
And have the city
iteration,
guard fortified and
Gaia's
western range.
down.
There they can be seen
And
to
can't
protect
just
Meridian
restart.
and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy,
Hephaestus is just like mad
Allow
and
me to-
human, so
apologize
it's gonna be like
for my behavior before.
contrasting
After everything that
or
happened, with
conflict of interest,
Ursa,
rather.
I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of
For some
our enemies.
reason, like, playing this entire game, every time I see like the up close like eye portrait of these characters, it sometimes just seems like they're about to cry or something.
Quietly does it.
Oh, this guy.
Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there,
like the left.
if sleep comes.
It's a bunch of optional objective I see. Yep.
Don't let them take the city without a fight.
Damage file repaired. What is that? Last time I visited Prime was November of last year, months. Central armature, that mess. Zero.com. Well, the Odyssey launched yesterday. Its chances was doubled by then. I feel like there's just no failsafe in general in this. Like, one rogue AI goes rogue, there's no failsafe. Like, Apollo got deleted, and no one knows how to teach these, like, I don't know, infants growing into the new world of machine, I guess. Anything. Isis goes rogue, guy has it blown up, there's no failsafe. You have single points of failure everywhere. So that's the spire? What? They want to tell me to take the elevator down. Ooh, more things to read. Oh, it's the same one, right? The same one.
A moment of your time, Outlander?
Want to find better...
Ammunition and bandages, whatever you can.
This is where they're all gonna tell me to take this stupid ass elevator. And it's slow as fuck. Like, doesn't matter which one I take? It's like, one goes up, and the other goes down. It's very fast. This is not how you do elevators in games. It's weird because they do have like areas where they just black out the screen and just load you the next area. This could have been definitely one of them. Or just have a faster elevator. This game took advantage of a lot of the PS5 features and the upgrade, I guess. Like, loading is still fairly slow compared to what in theory it could be. There's no use of the controller's like fancy features. What is it, capacitive or like the dual senses like triggers, pressure triggers aren't there.
Have you just polished that armor, was it?
Of course.
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't
Zero.
need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
It's the Zero and Zero Dawn.
We all have our place in the order.
This place really couldn't be more different to the sacred land, could it?
Praise the sun. Spies have released Prince Ubisoft from Sunfall.
It's in the same. They're not even doing the gesture. Oh, there's more people to talk to? Talk to.
Some us around girl look like
Huh. So you must be Aloy then. I thought there'd be more of you.
More of me.
Thicker, I suppose. More of a gear wheel, less of a ringlet. Don't get me wrong, you're very well struck.
Do all Oseram flirt at the most inopportune times?
Inopportune? Battle hasn't even started yet. Petra Forge woman. I hail from the Free Heap. I'll be heading back in the next dust storm. Murad asked me to check over the city arsenal first. Cannons have aged well, but I've cleared their throats so they can really roar.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. It hits nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow.
It sucks up like
It is good. Try the next.
the rocks. I'm like, how does this even work?
See? That'll knock a machine on its ass, ancient or no. With these, I think we could hold off an army.
How many men do you think you'll kill in battle, Luther?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say things like that. It's so...
What?
It's flirting with the garb. Up something. Yeah, Edric went up there. It's the way up. Oh, it's just a different path. Wait, do I know these guys?
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army. Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
I don't remember her at all.
Artok?
Oh,
I
shit.
didn't expect you to come all this way.
So they do include
It's true,
DLC
I am a
characters.
stranger in this green and snowless land.
Isn't he like
Aurea forgave the
melting?
Karja, but I never did. Still,
Feels like
I
much
was
warmer compared to the
compelled
snow.
to come for my once chieftain. It's good to see you leading again. This young ice hunter seeks to prove herself also. Her spark reminds me of Aurea's in our youth. And I'm proud to take my place behind you on this hunt. A great challenge.
Survive and prevail, right?
There is no other way.
The updates of the DLC. I wonder what, like, are they just not here, or is like, hey man, Banuk here just wanted to, you know, try out my new weapons. Some of the trails. Who is this person?
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These cards...
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
What?
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
That's it? That's all she says?
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called anointed, either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
sound? Like, is it that human?
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse. Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
That's big.
It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian.
And we're here for you.
Thank you, Erend. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
Alright. I'm not waiting for that fucking, like... What?! Really? I never even knew that. I only have 2 travel packs left, that's good. I don't think I have any, like, rich meat to, like, convert to more travel packs either. Hit someone's car or something?
Roland's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
Simply, at least the important bits. I was expecting to actually see him. That asshole. No way back.
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you?
It's Elizabeth? That was Elizabeth.
How did
with
you,
an
Ross,
H.
after you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Yay. I don't know what you're gonna do with that skill point.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
It's extinction. That's the new quest. Sun King proceeds to wear no armor.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
It's not with smoke.
And what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
What is that? I didn't know they had like fucking bombs of that magnitude. Oh, it's those detections.
Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
By the sun.
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire!
Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
Oh. Oh. How the fuck? You have a back door.
Helis!
No! Rally the Vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
I have my shield weaver on. Wow.
You have vexed him long enough.
Should have fought me in a sunrise.
Why do you fight?
Oh, what the fuck?
The end is inevitable.
Oh god.
Accept it. Accept your place.
Oh god, what the fuck?
Only endless night awaits.
What is this? What's this thing have? How is it?
If the Deathbringers keep firing, this bridge will go.
What the fuck? That's not what I wanted to use.
It's giving way!
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down!
I am chosen. You came from nothing.
Yes, that's true.
Blocked again.
You could block arrows? What the fuck is this shit?
You will die on nothing.
Fucking
A
god.
savage cannot understand destiny.
Playing the right mode? Yeah.
I am chosen. This was not meant to be.
This hurts. I don't have time for this. None of this.
None of this was meant to be, Helis. You made it happen. Followed your orders, butchered so many, and for what? To die on your knees, used like a pawn by a power you don't even understand.
You pity me?
Turn your face to the sun.
Well, I thought she was gonna spare him. Or knock him out or something.
Just a little wind, just bending the trees.
No. reach the door. Fuck? That's not how breaching that type of door works. Oh, supply crate. Health potions. You guys said I was ziplining. I forget to use a cannon, that's why.
Meridian! Hold the line!
Where do you need me?
Take up a cannon! On the platform!
What is? They sure made battle exciting. Commanding them at this point, like their leader's dead. Oh, hello.
Here it comes. Better move. Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
What's to do now? You can't take it from this spot.
Raise arms again! West!
something. Oh. There's a storm bird? Why is it not charging? This is really long battle. There you go. Sort of, dude. Ah! Right. Get XP for this, or does it not matter anymore? Well, there's 3 of them? Open that door. Game over. She get buried in rubble. Oops. Dragon Hades? Don't get this. No, she passed out. Just like stab it with the fucking spear.
Aloy! Aloy! Aloy!
Dad?
My own mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they?
No, wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Teb. I've gotta go.
Oh, that's so dumb. They fucking like taked my entire like HP. Now they forced me to heal myself. Some allies.
This is where I belong, Aloy. But the Spire calls to you.
Oh, I shouldn't be fighting this.
Aloy, go! We'll draw them.
Go. Right.
Now you face the true sun, shadow demons.
You guys are so brilliant at drawing them. Oh, they just popped the thing at the top.
Turns away from a challenge.
Rest now, Ice Hunter.
Where's the Arataki guy? I did make sure to get refill your oops. Ah.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting.
I don't think we even gave them like an idea, like other than protect the spire, but it's like they should have just told her like make sure no one. Especially a ball of metal that has red shit all around it. No one let that thing touch the thing. Get anchored down, ready to nuke these guys. How it consumes biomass. Generates like 10 rockets as well.
If Hades has started the signal, it must have gotten through the defenses. Nora, Baron's vanguard. I have to get up there.
You know, instead of just step on the platform that's laid out for me, drop down first.
Keep going. Keep pushing.
See this one, I feel like you could have just ran on top of it.
So no holding back.
Aloy! It's Aloy!
Well, you can see that. We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right?
Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
I should stock up. Last chance.
I'll be using any of this after this. Should be platinum after this, right? Wait, you're telling me I wasn't supposed to climb this? What was it climb? That? Like this? That. Dude.
Arrival of Entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of Entity has been accounted for.
Just turned on the thing and walked by. What are you trying to hide? They know you're there! Why is it not fucking frozen?
Brought in reinforcements.
Take them out first!
Oh shit! I can't see anything.
With the time I've got left, I can do this.
Oh shit, there is a time. I'm like, fuck off. I hate how aggressive these guys are.
We've taken out the corrupted.
We put down the last corrupted.
Use the Ravager shit, but...
machines back.
The hunt's not done yet! More machines! Don't let them overrun us!
Boy.
We still stand, and they do not!
My way's clear.
Finish it, Aloy! Finish it now!
Ooh.
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
Jeez. Is that really how you're supposed to use the master override? Was that the intent, you just bash it with the spear?
Master override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
No rank. I feel like they just use fancy Greek letters. Spears. They managed to take it down? Nah, they didn't. They're just poking at it now. I assume the next game just Hephaestus is what you're hunting down. If there's a third game, you're gonna figure out what the fuck that signal was that let the AIs loose. You're gonna probably like find like Ted Farrow or something being a douchebag. It's the iconic bow, but I don't think I've ever seen it in the game.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
Place where she died after closing
You
the
often
hatch.
tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have
Still
wished for him
powered
or
after
her?
3,000 years.
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable, even.
You're telling
With
me
enough compassion to
they didn't consume the...
heal the world. Just a little bit.
After 3,000 years, they're like, hey, let's leave this ranch with a tree alone as biomass. And allow her to fossilize. Man, these like swarm machines that threaten to kill humanity. Actually, didn't even threaten, put humanity on the path of extinction. Sucked.
Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Triangle, the convenient triangle. The guy must have came by. Must have. One thing to... Oh? Is it right? Suffice is the next big baddie? I don't know. This is just a fancy ending screen. I should be the one to say it. After like, I don't know, people hyping up Horizon Zero Dawn 2 or Horizon 2, I kind of expected more. It felt like they were saying that this game was the game of the generation, the PS4 era, I guess. I feel like it's less impactful than like what Bloodborne and Witcher would be, or even God of War. Like, it's not saying it's a bad game, it's just like, it's an interesting game given like the kind of IP and background, but like, it's not generation defining as I expect it to be. Things I would want this to improve in the next game is definitely the hitbox. I think I'm more frustrated by how the enemies sometimes seemingly had a head that was not there. Like, you would just shoot an arrow, see the arrow clearly go through their graphical, physical representation of their head. And I'm talking about human enemies. Mainly, I think the machines are a little better, but it was kind of annoying that like certain machines just didn't have any weak points other than this small dot. And I think the DLC was concerning because like it was uber aggressive bear and flaming lion thing that like if they attack they're gonna keep attacking, at least at like very hard difficulty. I imagine ultra hard they're just even more aggressive, and I think that they're trying to push home just using the new stuff because the new stuff is like very high damage once you like fully upgrade it and everything. But the problem with the newer stuff is that it's very resource intensive, so you can't really go out like using it for long during fights. You're still like back to arrows and whatnot. But I think the other thing issues like the hardest hitting new thing was like the ice rail with the like charge up weapon. And it took forever for that thing to fully charge. By the time you're fully charged, like the likelihood of the enemy just like smacking you around is like already just like they probably had like 3 chances to, and somehow you managed to charge it up, and now you have to hit them, in which case they're already fast in the DLC at least. Like if you do hit them, like man, 1,000, 2,000 damage. Which I don't know if you're like if you can freeze them and just slow-mo and just rapid fire shots, you're already probably able to do 2,000 damage for the time that you had to charge up carefully and dodge everything, or were able to dodge everything, whereas charging up the ice cannon you wouldn't be able to. So, previously I finished God of War, so at least I'm ready for whatever else is gonna be released this year. Ragnarok. I'm more interested in God of War than Horizon, which is coming out next month, and Ragnarok has basically a release date of sometime this year, if all goes according to plan. Ragnarok clearly is set up for a sequel. I have no idea. Horizon Zero Dawn, the only thing I could think of as a sequel is, based on how the DLC was set up, is Hephaestus is pissed off against humans, and you need to stop it because it's just going to keep evolving and developing more hostile machines. And my guess is the reason why the ending is in one of Hephaestus' cauldrons is a hint that that's where you're going next. Because of reasons. They're in the Forbidden West. And probably just really wanted to deal with like San Francisco architecture or whatever. Golden Gate. I don't know, that's the only iconic thing. Which, I don't know. Would the Golden Gate Bridge be in the state it is after 3,000 years? Because it's like, at minimum it's 3,000 years. It's like 3,500, I think it was what the last quote was since like the Calamity started. Horizon Zero Dawn at launch? Probably not. I got this game for like $8. I feel like that's good value for $8. Do I want to pay like, so what's the game price nowadays? Like $70 to $80? Like I'm sure it'll be like worth it because I probably spent like roughly 80 hours in this game. So I don't know, like you get like a 1-to-1 ratio per dollar per hour spent in the game, which is like pretty good value. but it's like an Ubisoft style games, open world style, where it's like go here, do this, go here, do that, go here, unfog the map, go here, climb up this thing that in a very specific path that you have to hunt down where the entrance is, and the rest is just straightforward. Go here, hunt this thing, come back. Oh, that's the most frustrating part about this game was like the fast travel system. So my gripe with God of War is fast travel was damn slow and annoying. You couldn't go do it anywhere. There's very specific places you do it, and then once you get into it, it's like an animation that you have to fucking like open this door, and then within there you have to stand there for like a few seconds for the next door to open. This has the other issue is that you can fast travel anywhere, but it costs you. And like I was fine with that for initially because I was just walking everywhere just to explore. But towards the end it got annoying because of like it uses like either no equipment that I know of in the game, like in the late game where they suddenly make this like negligible, like you don't care. Hideo Kojima was on this? What? I didn't really read that. Secret Agent. Mark Cerny. I feel like I should recognize that name. Cosplayers and fan artists. Dang, look at that special thanks. Babies, these are the babies born. Like twins, or they had more than one kid within the span of the years of development. Years they take to develop. So like Horizon Zero Dawn 2, assuming they like released the game around like we're talking about like maybe 6-ish years? I feel like 2013 is when the PlayStation 4 came out. And Horizon Zero Dawn is a near launch title, if I'm correctly recalling. Now they're going to show you the Frozen Wilds DLC. So let's say like 2015-ish is when it released, so it's going to take them 7 years to make Horizon Zero Dawn 2 Forbidden West. Skip. Uh-oh. Wait, I left my spear there? Didn't kill Hades. The master override didn't work. Oh, what?
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well,
so silence. Didn't we bring down where? How is this fucking AI flying? There's no network. Maybe the satellites are still around. Is there a network? Yeah, platinum. Anyways, suppose satellites are still around and it's like fucking using that. And then Silence fucked it with your spears so that it does the master override, does it really work? I guess. I don't know. Like, you're getting points, but they're just like, bro, you're like fully leveled out. Still a weapon call. Sun King. It's another quest? Oh, it's just Looming Shadow again. It's like, what the fuck? Like, there's a epilogue to this? The only thing is to play New Game Plus, which I don't really want to play New Game Plus. Why do people want New Game Plus so much? Like, do they really want to like explore the entire world again? I guess that's one appeal to it. I think Ghost of Tsushima is like a worthy New Game Plus. But then they added in like, you know, like fight the samurais again anyways.